Welcome guys, my YouTube viewers. This is Duke the Interior Designers channel, and today we are back to finish on project that we started the other day. I want us to finish on working on this sink. Stay tuned, and thanks for those who have already seen what I'm doing. I appreciate. Let's work out this together. Thank you. I've decided, for purposes of those who don't understand really well, I'll rename this better. So this one, for the whole of this area, let me show using the Rhinework document. Rhinework, you see the whole of this area, anything that you put here, whether A and B, I want to show you how to look like. So come to text. The values of A will be minus A, and B will be positive B. Okay, don't worry, my computer is a bit slow. I think I have too much in this computer. So these are the values. If you have to put in a value for A or B, to start with that. When you come to this other side, this will be minus for B. Minus for B. And you go to the other side, this will be positive A minus B, and as you can expect, the other side will be positive B and positive A. So those are the guidelines, and I'm sure now most of you can relate with what I'm saying. So our first job today is to create the last part that we didn't do. Let me show you. This is the sink that we had. You see, we were able to put a hole, but the bottom part is not there. So let's do the bottom part first, and then the hole. We'll go to, you have to click on this object, then we go to edit. We said we work with this toolbar. Go to edit, and let's go to the 3D. Last time I remember we wrote go sub 100 to cater for body and 110 to cater for the sink bowl, and I did opposite. There are two methods to that. The first method would have been to use the cut method, which I'll show you right now, using the hole, and also the other one is using the same prism that we had, H prism, you just cut from there. Otherwise, the first method involves two objects, you cut one from the other, and for method number 2 is just one continuous process that cuts one from the hole. Now let's take this 110 now to be our bowl bottom. Bowl bottom, and therefore we'll come down here and we do 110 and a return. Yes, it's okay. 110 and a return. You can write something here like what we did here, and this is bowl bottom. The first thing that we need is the material. sorry, material, which we already have here. It's the sink material. And then this time we use a prism. We don't need edges that are curved. And the first negative, the first item is the number of sides or corners, and then the height. The height for this should be the same as what we did put as the sink metal thickness. Come here and put it here. And then now we can do our prism. If you look at what we have here, already we have something that we can even copy from. The whole of this ball, the coding for this ball is what will put the bottom for us. So come here and remember our bottom started from here. Our ball started from here and ended here. So we can copy the whole of this and then we put it here. And then let's see how many points are these. I remember we added 14 because we had 5, we added up to 19, so these are 14. And let's cross check whether we are correct. Rest label used twice. Oh, sorry, we didn't put a return here. Should have a return key. That is one of the issues. The other item is label used twice or more. Label twice or more. COSAB 110. Are they specific about the line? Oh, line 91, sorry. Let's check. Okay, let me cross check a bit and see where the problem is. Check script, it says label used twice. I've gone through and I don't see where the problem is, but I remember we wrote 110. I don't know why it's being used, so let's do 120. Do 120 here and then check it's okay. Let's see our D and save. Then we can go and see from our drawing here. Let's see the 3D to force us to get a new copy of this. So go to design, object, let's see a new sink. Yes, there you have it. My viewers, I hope you can see. This is it. That's the bottom. You see, well done. Now, let's cut the hole. If you go to the hole, all we need is the center and the other script. So for us to cut the hole, we'll need to proceed from the ball bottom. So again, put a comma there and we look for the center, the coding for the center. We can use measurements. This is the center of our circle there. From this is 375. We can do those as parameters. So come here, parameters. Let's do ball sorry ball hole ball hole x axis, the measurement 375, and then we take a measurement for the other. This should be 0 because it's already on the y-axis, it's exactly at 0. So we can proceed with our 3D. That will be a divided by 2 because it's on the opposite positive side, minus into bracket the parameter we've just written, this one, b is 0, and remember we said 915, and then we pick these ones. And what is our, I thought we gave some measurements for the ball. No, it's not there. Let's call it ball hole radius. Ball hole radius. And this is 55 because the diameter is 110. Go back to the 3D, copy and paste here. We are going a total of 360 degrees, and then we can finish. Let's see what we get. We've added two points, that makes it 16. Cross check, line 66, return. I need to go to the first point. We cross check. You can see keyword cannot be used, but you can see our last statement here has a comma. We should always remove this. So remove. Let's check. So you can see it's okay. Let's go to 3D, and for sure we have our hole. Let's save. Go to our object. Unfortunately, it's not updating. Need to delete and bring another one. You see, that's our hole. Let's see this one. My people, you see the hole? There it is. Okay, that's fine. Now we proceed to cutting the drain area. Let's proceed with the drain. First of all, we need a few measurements. We need to know how much is the width and the length of each, so that it's possible for us to construct. We need to know this offset from the front to where the first one starts. That's 71. You can capture that as a parameter. Let's call them drain, drain offset X. No, this should be Y. Y offset. Can always do better names for these parameters. You've seen it's 71. Drain width. Drain width. This will be 24. Drain width is 24. Put some more variables. You can say drain spacing. Drain spacing is this one, from here to here is 53. Now just copy this. The other item that we need is to know these points, like this offset from here to here, 141. So the offset for X should be 141. Can copy this. X 141. And the last item that I think we need is the whole length that these things need to cover. They need to cover a length of 179. That is the length that they need to cover. Last item, drain sorry, I'm using an external keyboard, that's why I'm having very many issues. Drain coverage length. You've seen how many we've seen. Oh, let's start from here up to here, 225. Copy this, paste, then you can save. Okay, now for the drain area, let's give GoSub 130 as our drain. That is our drain. Come down here, also have 130, comma, and a return key. Always make sure to see exactly what you are doing. We are creating the drain. Creating the drain. Now we've already made some measurements here that will dictate what we need to do. So the first thing that we need to do is for anything that means creating more than one item at the same time, and especially when they are going on the horizontal, we use a group that is called for. So use the keyword for. We normally use dist, or you can give it a different name. Is equal to 0. We already say 0, 2. And for us, our 2 is this drain coverage area length. Copy. And then we step. How do we step? We step by, first of all, adding the drain width, okay, plus the spacing, because it's always after every drain width there's a space. Drain width, space. So add the drain spacing. Drain spacing. After this, we go to add, depending on the direction. Our items are going towards these ones. They are going towards the y-axis. So the next thing that you write is add y with the dist. And then now you can construct your item. I want it to have the same item. You can just copy these items here. The H prism to have curves. H prism. Ours will have 5 sides to still have the same things. And then we'll change the others as we go along. The first point here, it is minus a, this one, plus 2 of the the edges, 2 of the edges. So it is minus a divided by 2 plus, can go to the parameters, sink edging twice, times 2, and for b it's minus b divided by 2. Doesn't matter whether it's a capital or not, but I like capitals. And then add the y spacing, this one. And then 15. The next point is minus a divided by 2 plus this this point is here. So what does this tell you? It means you have to take the whole of minus a divided by 2, then you minus, or you add, because it's a minus, a divided by 2 minus this length. And that is what we'll do. And that length happens to be the drain offset x. So come here into brackets, a divided by 2 minus the drain offset, and then b remains the same. Can pick this one, and you can see here This point is just an addition of the drain width, whatever size we gave. Drain width 24. So come here to this, maybe you can do brackets, add drain width, comma, bracket, sorry. Then copy this. No, we can copy the first point because remember, you come here, we are headed here, X, A will be the same, only B will change. So come to this one, B, copy the first item, we say B changes by adding the drain width. I'm telling you, you have to love maths. If you don't love maths, this will be very difficult for you. For me, I find it extremely exciting when I juggle numbers. Okay, now that is done, the next thing is, we said for any add y, add z, add x, you have to do a delete. So we are doing a delete for the first add, delete 1, then the next item. For every for loop, we finish with the next. So next delete this, sorry, and then we have to add something here. If you look at our H prism, we wrote the ZZ, sorry, I am in the wrong place. The ZZ is the height of our drain. So come here, drain depth is 4. So replace this with 4. As these drains stand, they are right at the bottom of our sink. So you need to bring it to the top. How do you bring it to the top? You come here before the loop. Maybe we could start with the material. Material. We already have the material here. Need to get a better one. Copy. Here. Then add Z. That will be ZZY ZX, the total height of our sink. Then add the small amount for the drain. Okay. Paste. Cross check for errors. We are good. Let's see our object. Hope you've not made any mistake. For this, should be able to. Oh, have I saved? I don't know. Just a minute. As it stands, you can see our GDL says is okay, but we can see no changes to our sink. And I remember we were talking about the heel height. This is too much. Remember, our item is only 4 millimeters and our heel height is 10, so that's too much. The object will just disappear. So we need to create a new thing here, drain heel height, and here let's do a 2 so that we don't have it curving too much. Can have that. Save. Copy this. go to our 3D and replace this with the right height. Then we can check. Guys, you see what I'm saying? Let's go to our ground. Oh yeah, just look. See, you see guys, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Let's do the last item, then we cut the unnecessary parts. So we need to get the measurements for the first part and the second one, which are equivalent to, okay, let's see. Let's get the sizes. Let's see how much is it from here up to here. 221. We can call that drain 2 y offset. Come here, go to parameters, put a new parameter here, drain 2 offset y. I think 221, but let's cross check. From here up to here, 211. 211. Okay, let's go and construct that one. Let it still be under 130. Once you do the rust delete, just copy the whole of this. We need add Z. We don't need the dist because we are not copying many items. We need our H prism and the other items. The first point is 2 edges, which is correct. This is 50 and another 50. And then the other one is that should be positive minus the drain 2 offset, drain 2 offset, and then we go to the other one. It is this minus this, that's correct. But for point B, just a minute. Oh yeah, I was here, I'm here, this is point B. So point B stands, point B is the same as point A, so I can copy the whole of it. Then point C, it is A plus this, that is correct. But for B, it is B minus, I think, 2 of these 2 edgings. Copy. Two of the edgings. Let's cross check. Yes, 2 of these. We go to the other point. We should copy the first point. That is point number 4. Okay, then A is correct. B is B minus 2 edgings. Copy. And then we finish with the first point with the minus. With the minus. This time only one delete, not the, that's it up to here. We cross check, it's okay. We go to, you can see we already have our item. Let's check from the plan. You can put more details, it's only that I don't need to put so much. It's just for tutorials. You see? There you go. And now we come to the most difficult and most exciting part. To cut the unnecessary parts, like you can see a lot of materials that we don't need. So that will involve for us to do the cutting of the outer body, we need to make our object, the cutting object, bigger than the rest. So what I'll do, I'll offset the outer line like this, and offset, control, I'll offset by 25 so that it's the same as our edging, and also offset our bore area. Pick this, 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 and that. Then let's offset. It's okay now. Control by 5, which is the thickness of our metal. So the first thing we'll do is to create that cutting element, then we do some subtraction. Come here, do 140, go sub 140, and this will represent the cutter, the cutting element, cutter. Let's make it 140, return. Let's have this as the cutting element. Like we did the body, I would want to do the same here. So let me pick this, all of this, copy and paste here. And this time we don't need to be complicated, just do the prism, delete all these, and we need the height of the same, and remove the other parameters. So we've said that we are adding the whole length and width of the cutting elements. Minus divide by 2, you need to minus so that it becomes bigger, and that will be, we are adding the 25, the sink edging. This will make our work easier. For the B, again, minus. For A, we add. This we minus. For A, we add. For B, because it's a positive, plus. A, we minus. B, we add. Remember, we are making it the surface bigger. Minus again. And for B, minus. And the first outer item is created. Now we cut the bore area. The bore area, we need to keep referring to it. We are starting from this point here. So this point would be the original that we had for A, which means it's still the same point, which is here. So A remains, but B, it is 2 of these, that is the edgings, plus the radius. Okay, let's first see what is there. Let's separate this. We've said A remains, but for B, we are talking of 2 edgings. Yeah, which is correct. For B, let me see, for B minus B plus sink edging 2. Was it ever correct? Sink edging. Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting. I should put this in a different color so that I don't confuse. Make this, so we are not counting this line. Okay, I'm correct. So it is 2 edgings. This is 1 and the next one was here. So it is 2 edgings minus the what we've just added. No, the thickness of our metal. Sink edging minus. Okay, so that's correct. We go to the opposite direction, opposite point, which is here. This one. B, we go to the opposite direction or opposite point, which happens to be here, which is this one. A will still remain as it was, but B has changed. So come to this one. A stands, but B again we remove the thickness. So those points are correct. Now we can bring back. Okay, we go to the other one. The other one, since we are here, we need to find the center, and you can see the center is still the same and everything remains. So this point for making the center is correct, and for this bore and curve radius, oh sorry, this one has increased. Our radius now is the original radius plus what we are adding as there's so much data that it's very easy to confuse. Where is it? The sink metal thickness. So copy, add here, plus, not here, to the radius, plus that, and then that is complete. We go to this point. We are now here at the top. We are talking about this point. A stands, but with minus the thickness. So we are talking about this stands minus the thickness. For B, you can see still the same. So it is 2 of these and a radius. B, 2 of these and a radius, correct. Again, we go to the center to still remain. We only need to add the sink, add sink thickness, radius still the same. We are now at the far corner here to the left, this point here before we do the curve. So for A, it should not be added anything, but for B we remove. Perfect. So A, don't add anything. For B, remove. So minus here. Then we go to the center curve, center of the curve. You need to add, okay, and then the curve, it's okay. Then we go to the last point here. Last point should be this one. This is whatever you have minus, and then for the other it's full. A will be, oh, A we add, the other one we don't touch. A plus sink metal thickness, a lot of maths, but I love it. And then for B, it is distance, 2 of these and a curve. So those remain, and add sink metal thickness for our curve radius. Then take the first point, which was this one, and finish with it here. Remember, this is -1. Cross check. Error in expression at line 122. Oh, we don't need 2 of these, I hope. Error in expression minus let me cross check, guys, then I'll be back. I've checked the error, and you can see here there are 2 pluses, so just remove 1. That is the mystery of coding. You make mistakes, you have to be very, very keen to cross check them. So check, and there we have it. And you can see from our plan, we already have 2 lines, one for the outside and the other one for inside. Now here comes the magic. We need to cut the main body with the cutting element, and therefore we introduce go sub 150, go sub 150, and this will be our final sink. Don't worry, I'm mixing capitals and small letters, they still work. 150, return. And the first thing that we need to do is we use what we call groups. And in groups you can do several things. You can do subgroup, sub is cutting, add group is adding to make into one item. So you can read that from the manual that you are given. So go. We start with the first, the object should be cut, that is go sub. We give it a name. Let's call it sink. Oh, sorry, we start the word group. The group is called sync. Which go sub are we cutting? It's 100. That carries the main body. Remember, the other items like they are on their own, but the main body is go sub 100, and you have to write add group. Write another group sync kata go sub 140. You just made, this is the one, the cutting element. Add group, and then we write the expression to give us the final product. Final sync is equals to subgroup in apostrophe, I don't know. Start with the sync, then sync kata, and then you have to use the word key group, press group. This helps to show the final group on our drawing, and our press group is this one. This is the final group, and you also have to kill group so that no more cutting can continue. And then I can see some errors. Check missing call key at line 14. Not recommended. Line 14. Oh, sorry. Should have used this. Check. It's correct. Now, once you have this, you need to remove the body that was cut and also the cutter. Then you can check our products. Let's see whether there have been errors, and mostly they would come from here. Let's check. Let's copy here. Oh, just forgot one item, but it's okay. Let's go back. The cutting element, you can't place it in the same place as the body. So the cutting element, we need to add Z so that it's below a bit. So add Z, we minus the sync method thickness like this, and then remember any add expressions need delete one. Let's see whether there have been changes. And I think we've done it. Let's see. Guys, into this magic. Tell me this is not magic. I've done it. We finished our course. You can do many things with this. You can add whatever you want. I know there should be a place for tab. You can also add that one. I think I've done my best to show you what needs to be done. Keep practicing, do more, make your own objects. They make your project very customized. And in most cases you find some things you don't find them from the library that you have in ArchiCAD. So create your own. You can even sell. There's a lot of market for these objects. Others guys, from me, thank you. Subscribe. I'm working on the next project, how to make many items like you've seen in a radar. How do you make those things with just one expression? I'll do that video. Thanks a lot for your support. Bye bye.